Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel, and in this video we will discuss some popular interview questions of TCS Ninja. So this video is for all of you who are about to appear for TCS Ninja interview. And I assume that you all are left with a very few days for your interview. So this time is very important for all of you. Try to invest all your time in the interview preparation. So all of you have already worked hard, you have cleared your examinations and you are only left with interview. And the moment you clear this interview, you will be selected. So you have to work hard and you have to be focused and try to invest all your time that are left in the preparation. Okay, so without any delay, let us start. So as you can see, here I have included all the questions which are generally asked in Ninja interview. So here you will get a list of all the questions, and apart from this general question, I will also discuss some programming language specific questions. So what questions will be asked from Python programming language, what you will be asked from C++, Java, and so on. Okay, so everything we will discuss. I will also discuss how you should approach, how you should answer each and every questions properly. Okay, so as you can see, one question number 4. So one question will be asked is which programming language you are comfortable in. Okay, so you have to say whatever language you are good in. So let us say someone is good in Python, and the moment he or she will say Python, then the questions will be asked from Python programming languages, like what is Python, what is the difference between list and tuple. So these types of questions will be asked. So everything I will discuss in great detail. So let us start. Now before interview, these are some advice. So before any interview, you have to think of all this point. So the first thing is you have to try to be calm. So see, it is very natural to be tensed because sometime in the lobby you have to wait for suppose half an hour also. So at that point of time you will feel nervous, you will feel a bit tensed, but you have to try to be calm. Next thing is you have to be confident. Whatever you know, so in that only you have to think like whatever I know, I will answer confidently. So whatever you know, whatever you have prepared, you have to confident with that. This is the second point. Now third and most important point is you have to prepare as per your resume. Now this resume you already have uploaded. So this resume will be with the interviewer. So whatever you have written, I know all of you have included something like what are your skills. So let me give you an sample of resume. So this is just a sample. I know all of your resume will be much better. So this I have just given an skeleton, like whatever you will include. Now this resume will be with interviewer. So whatever your skills are, whatever your projects are, whatever certifications you have, every details will be with interviewer. Okay, and they will ask questions from here only because you are saying them that okay, I know this, so they will ask from here. Okay, and it is not that they will only ask from here, it depends on them, but a general thing is that you will get questions from your resume. Okay, means most of the questions, it could be that a few questions could be outside your resume, so it depends on interviewer. Okay, so there is nothing like fixed. Okay, so whatever you have, whatever points, each and every points that you have included, you have to go through it, and do not try to be over smart, like you do not know something and you have included it. Like let us say I do not know JavaScript, and just as it is I have written that I know JavaScript. If you will try to do this, interviewer will know, because see, they are very experienced, so they will identify you that you are trying to fool them. So in a resume you have to be very genuine, and whatever you know you have to be write it there. Okay, and they will ask question like suppose here you can see skills is Python, HTML. So they will, any point they will start and they will ask. Okay, you can get questions from Python, HTML, CSS. Okay, because see, these things you only have uploaded. Okay, so you should know all these things. So this resume part is very important, and I know all of you must have this with you. So practice it each and every point, whatever you have written. Go through all the questions from that topic properly. This is the only way that you will clear your interview. Okay. So this point was very important for all of you. Now, revise all the topics properly. This all of you know. Now coming back to the questions. So these are the questions, and we will discuss all of these questions one by one. So let us say first question is, tell me about yourself. Now this questions is not specific to particular company. In all the companies interview you will get this question. This is just an introduction. They want you to introduce yourself. So I know all of you can do this. So you have to be confident, you have to be fluent, and you have to answer about yourself. So just I am giving one sample, like how to say. Now it is not specific that you have to say what am I saying. So I'm just giving what all things to include. So you can say like your name, where are you from. Then you will move to your education details, like from where you have done your 10th, 12th, and whatever BTech, and then what percentage, what CGPA you had in 12th, what CGPA you have in BTech, what percentage you have in 12th. So all things you have to include, and what board, suppose you have done your 10th from CBSE board, so all these things you can include. Apart from this, you can also include hobbies. So this is just your introduction, so it depends on you how you introduce yourself. Okay, so this question I hope is up to you. Now coming to the second questions and most important questions. So as you can see, question number 2 and 3 both are about same. So sometimes they may ask like tell me about your project, or they can say like describe your project in brief. Okay, so whatever they will feel like, it depends on. So see, everything depends on interviewer. Okay, it may be that from project only you can get all the questions, and if you are able to answer all the questions properly, you could be selected. So they cannot so ask from, they will not ask from any other topic. So it all depends on the interviewer, and the most important thing in interview is you have to be genuine. Okay, because see, you cannot fool them, because they are very experienced person. So whatever you know, they will find out. Okay. So it's better that you still have time, try to learn whatever you have written. So the project you have made, this question is very important. They will start from, tell me about your project. So let us say, so see, your project could be different. I am just giving an example. Like suppose someone has a project that developed, that he or she is saying that I have developed an e-commerce website. Okay, so from here you have to introduce, so what is your project all about. So you can say like I've developed an e-commerce website which do so and so, from where user can buy any products, and user can give ratings, give comments. So all these things you have developed. So this is about your project. You can say like what all tools you have used. Like suppose you can say I've used HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or React, whatever you have used, you have to say, and what all you can do with this project. So what is the aim, what all you can accomplish with this project. So in this case, since this is an e-commerce website, so in this case you can buy any items. You can so you can say like I have included this and this functionalities, like user can buy anything, user can pay also. Okay, so these things, it all depends on your project, what all you have. And I assume all of you must have included one project in your resume. So this project you have to practice everything from this project, what all tools you used. So see, this is the project, and now they will ask anything from this project. The moment they will see that okay, this is e-commerce website, so you must have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now they can come here also, and they will start questions from HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, if you have done your project, and then they will ask like what all tools you used, what all libraries, frameworks you used, how. Okay, so these things means all the questions will revolve around your project in this case. So whatever you have your project, I don't know, but that project you should be very fluent in. Okay, so From that project, there could be numerous questions, and what all tools you use, from there also you will get the questions. Like in this case, I've used HTML, so the questions will start from HTML. I have used CSS, the questions will start from CSS. JavaScript, from JavaScript. So all these are, suppose I have made any project related to Python, then they will ask questions from Python also. If there is, suppose artificial intelligence, IoT, any project you have, questions will be from there. So so whatever you have your project, try to move around it. Whatever questions is related, try to learn all the questions. Okay. So these two questions are very VBI, so you all have to practice it. Okay. Now coming to the fourth question, which programming language you are comfortable in? They may ask you. So if someone will say Python, then they will ask questions from Python. So this also I will discuss one by one. Now next thing is, tell us about your strength. So this could be another question where they want to know your strength. Now see, it all depends on you, what strength you have. So suppose someone can say like, I am quick learner, means I can learn anything very quickly, or you can say like I'm self-motivated, or I have great problem solving skills, or I have a leadership skills. So these you can say, but it's not that you will just say it. They can ask like, can you give one example where you have shown or where you have demonstrated this strength? So you can suppose if you have said like, I am quick learner, so they can ask you, can you give one example where you have, means this strength you have applied? So you can say whatever you have done. Okay. So this was another question. Now coming to the next one, they may ask you about, tell me about your hobbies. So see, it all depends on you. So whatever hobbies you are, you can tell them. Now see, there are different types of questions. Some questions from HR also, so some questions from MR also, and some from technical round also. So this is a mix of all the questions. Okay. So they can ask you, tell me about your hobbies, and you can say them. Okay. Now next question is questions related to teamwork. Now see, you are going to work in a company where they will be working in team, so they want to know whether you like to work in team or not. So questions will be from there. So they will ask you like, do you want to work in team? Then you can say like yes. So they may ask you, give some real life example where you worked in a team and you accomplished something. So they can ask like this. So you can whatever you have done, suppose let us say you have done any college project, you work together, so you can say like that. So this is some of the examples. Okay. So it's not that whatever you will say they will believe. They will ask you, have you done this thing or not? Means in real life, have you demonstrated all these skills or not? So this is the some of the questions I've discussed in this video. Then in another video, I will discuss, in the further video, I will discuss all the remaining questions, and I will include some more questions also. Okay. And then I will discuss programming language specific questions, that is questions from Python also, C++ also. So the main thing to be concluded, so see, you will look for different questions, you will get all the questions, but the main thing is you have to work around your resume about your project. These two things are very important. If you are clear and if you are confident in this, you will be selected. So whatever resume you have, whatever points, each and every point is very important, because see, if you have included all this, it means you are good in it. They may even ask you, can you rate out of 5 how much you give to Python, out of 5 how much you give to HTML. So in this way they can ask you. So look for your resume wherever you have, and each and every points that you have included, whatever the skills, projects, certifications. If you have done any certification also, if you have not, no problem. If you have any project, all good. But whatever you have written, you have to be fluent, you have to be confident, and around that, whatever questions you will get, you have to answer it. So this is the basic mantra for your success. Okay. So so you still have a time. Check your resume and whatever you have included, so it must be that you are good in it, and practice all the questions from that topic. For the project, you have to practice related points. Suppose you have done any data science project, so related to that they may ask you, okay, questions from there. What is data science, how they are used, whatever project you have made, means what is real life applications. So these things will, these questions can be thrown at you. Okay. And regarding the certifications also, so let us say the certification here is certification of professional achievement in deep learning. Now, as you can see, you can assume the first question will be what is deep learning. Okay, it could be first question like what is deep learning. So you can explain them, then they will move forward. Okay, so whatever you have included in resume, very important for all of you. So make sure you go through each and every point. And regarding this programming language, I will discuss all the questions. So you can see a general example like in case of Python, difference between list and tuple. So these questions are very, and I will also discuss some questions like programming questions like Python program to check a string is palindrome or not. So I will discuss some easy code within 1 or 2 lines, you will solve it. Okay, so for each language I will discuss each and every questions, and that's all. And these questions are not all, I will include some more questions, and I will, so this will be complete preparation for all of you if you go through all of this. And remember just 2 things: prepare as per your resume, and whatever points you have given, questions will be from there. So see, everything depends on interviewer. So sometime it may happens that they will start with Python, and if you are good in Python, and they may think that okay, you are great. So from one topic also questions could be asked, from project itself question could be asked, from suppose JavaScript only they will ask questions. Okay, so it all depends on interviewer, but you have to practice from all the topics. So this is the basic thing, and I will include all the remaining questions one by one, and that's all from my side. And best of luck. Thank you guys.